Hi, I'm Jeff,
I'm Andrew.
and we're here to talk about what's coming up next for Legends of Runeterra in 2020. We're in two different places, but through the magic of video editing
And friendship.
we've joined together to deliver this update. But before we dive in, we want to share some thoughts on how we decided what to develop next.
We believe that for our card game to stay engaging for years, we need to bring more than new cards to the table. We're always asking ourselves the question, how is the game more fun today than it was yesterday? So although we've only been out of beta for a month, we're already thinking about the next thing, and the two things after that.
Our goal has been to develop an entire ecosystem of modes and features for you to show off your skill. And today, we're going to share some details about the ones coming to Legends of Runeterra over the next few months.
Let's get after it!
There's more than one way to challenge your skill in Legends of Runeterra. Sometimes you might live for the climb of ranked, while other times you might prefer to test your drafting ability in expeditions.
And some days, it's all about the fierce competition of the emote meta.
But when it comes to different and exciting ways to use your collection of cards, we've barely scratched the surface.
And that's where Gauntlets come in. Gauntlets are limited time competitive modes with unique rules to play around and exclusive rewards to unlock. Every Gauntlet asks a simple question: can you make it to 7 wins? Over time, new Gauntlets with different rules will be added, so you'll have to prove your skill in brand new ways. We might also bring back your favorites in the future.
The first Gauntlet in June will use standard deck building rules as we test drive the underlying tech. The next Gauntlet, however, will challenge you to build a deck using no more than one copy of each card.
We expect it to be very popular with cats in mech suits.
But Gauntlets aren't the only game in town. Let's talk about labs.
Labs are experimental game modes based on more extreme changes to the classic Legends of Runeterra formula. You'll never know what you're going to get with a lab, but we guarantee there will be wild gameplay and some mad science.
Labs are intended to be a little more chaotic and casual than Gauntlets, and if there's a lab you really love, it can make a return someday.
The first experiment begins in July. We won't spoil what Heimerdinger has in store, but it involves unusual champion team-ups, unpredictable strategies, and action that starts right on round 1.
Ah, the sweet smell of science!
And there's something else happening in July: Legends of Runeterra's first event.
From time to time, we'll have special thematic events that bundle together cosmetic items, quests, and potentially a gauntlet or a lab. It's a month-long celebration of cool new stuff to check out.
During an event, every player will have access to a series of limited time rewards that can be unlocked just by playing. There will also be an event pass in the store that adds even more rewards for you to unlock along the way.
We still plan to add more ways to personalize your game with each set of cards, but we also wanted to include opportunities to unlock sweet cosmetic content at other moments throughout the year.
We want events to be a great way to get even more rewarded for the hours you spend playing Legends of Runeterra. If you're the kind of player who likes collecting the latest and greatest boards, guardians, emotes, and more, events are your time to shine.
Finally, we can't leave out all the new cards coming in 2020.
We've said before that each expansion will add a new region and cards for existing regions. But we've also been looking for ways to make content even more impactful and keep the meta evolving as new cards enter the mix.
Our goal is to release more cards more frequently, creating back-to-back waves of new mechanics and champions. So in August, the next region of Runeterra will debut, with new champions and a bunch of supporting cards. Then every 2 months, we'll bring a new drop of cards, including more champions. And every 6 months, the next region of Runeterra will join the roster.
No spoilers on what happens after that.
So far, we've been talking about the next few months, but there will be new things coming to the game throughout the whole year.
In 2020, we're planning to tackle a bunch of key features and improvements you've requested, like an update to Master Rank LP, improvements to the deck builder, in-game leaderboards, and yes, spectator support. Some of these will be quality of life improvements, while others are critical to supporting the future of Runeterra, especially its competitive scene.
We're also currently in development on other modes, like tournaments and single-player experiences. We don't have a lot to say beyond the fact that they're in development, but when we're ready with more details, we'll be sure to share an update.
I long for a worthy opponent.
It's important to us that you have a good idea where the game is headed. We're super excited for the rest of 2020, and we hope you're starting to get excited too.
With new Gauntlet competitions, lab experiments, special events, and even more frequent card releases, Legends of Runeterra will have more ways than ever before to test your skills as a player, deck builder, and collector. No matter what kind of challenge gets your gears turning, we're aiming to create something you'll love this year.
As always, we'll be paying close attention to your feedback and what you choose to play. We are constantly evaluating the game based on your experiences and not just what seems like a good idea on paper.
We expect everything mentioned in this video to grow and evolve over time, so we'll need your help to improve each feature and build Legends of Runeterra into the best game it can be.
Thanks for bearing with us as we struggle through our home video setup.
Andrew, your camera's messed up or something.
What is it?
Your hair looks shorter.
Really? Weird. We'll be back soon to share more details on the upcoming event. In the meantime, we hope you're having a blast with Bilgewater, and we'll see you on the slaughtergrounds.
Stay safe, and thanks for watching.